Hey guys, I am back with another video, and this one is going to be how to fail Meps. So let's jump in. Hey guys, so how to fail Meps. There are a couple ways that you will easily fail Meps, and we're going to go through them. There's only about a couple, but if you do this, most likely you will fail. They say that 9 out of 10 people will swear in at the end of the day, so those are your odds. But if you do one of these, maybe you're going to be that 10th person that can't swear in. So first things first, I've got my list. Number 1 is to lie. Do not lie to anybody. Don't lie to your recruiter. Don't lie to the doctors. And especially don't lie to them and then tell someone else in the group that's going through Meps with you this, because then somebody else can overhear you saying it, and then they're going to tell you to leave. The next thing, don't be disrespectful. If you're disrespectful to any of the workers that are working there, they can tell you to leave. They tell you to leave, your recruiter's probably not gonna want to talk to you again because you were disrespectful. And think of it this way: you're going through Meps. That's pretty much your job interview. So keep that in mind. Don't be disrespectful. Treat everyone with the utmost respect. The next thing is to refuse to do something. So if they tell you to take a drug test, do not refuse. Just don't do it, okay? The next thing is don't forget your paperwork. Your recruiter is going to give you a sticky note or a piece of paper or something, and it's going to have everything that you need to bring. It's going to probably be your birth certificate, your high school diploma, your social security card, your driver's license, and if you need anything else, they'll write it down too. But I believe those are the 4 things that I had to bring. But don't forget anything. Just make sure before you leave, check your papers, make sure you got everything in check. The next thing is to fail a test, like your drug test or your pregnancy test. Please do not do any drugs and then go to Meps. Don't do drugs, period. Just say no. Say no. Be smart. Say no to drugs. If you're taking something and you didn't tell your recruiter, you better tell your recruiter right then, text her or him and say, hey, I forgot to tell you I'm taking this. But you should have already gone through with your recruiter, told her everything, all your prescriptions that you're on, if you're on anything. So that Meps isn't blindsided and said, hey, they have this in their system, they're out. So make sure you talk with your recruiter about that. And girls, don't be pregnant if you're trying to enlist. I mean, I know it sounds like, how could you not know that you're pregnant? But evidently it happens. They go to Meps and they find out they're pregnant. So don't be one of those girls. Another thing is telling the doctors at Meps something that you did not tell your recruiter. So if you broke your arm when you were 5 years old, but you didn't tell your recruiter, and now you're getting nervous because you see all these signs everywhere that say if you lie, you have to pay this and you're going to jail, and you're like, ooh, I should tell the doctors this. First of all, don't put yourself in that situation. And secondly, don't tell them. Wait till you're done and then tell your recruiter. Say, hey, I forgot to mention I broke my arm when I was this, and then they'll most likely send you back. I'm not really sure how that is. So don't put yourself in that situation, okay? Just don't do it. Tell your recruiter everything. Alright. The next thing is listen to what your recruiter says. If they say to do this, do that. Okay? And then when you're filling out your paperwork and you're not sure what the question's asking, raise your hand, because you don't want to mark, yes, I had this, when you didn't, and then you could disqualify yourself. So while you're in briefings, you have a bunch of paperwork you have to fill out, and it's like this huge long list that you already go over with your recruiter. But it says, did you have this, this, this? Did you ever do this? Did you ever do this? try and remember what you put when you first enlisted with your recruiter, because you're going to fill out the whole thing with your recruiter, and then you'll go to Meps and you'll fill it all out again. And if the answers don't match up, that's another way to get kicked out. Be consistent. Don't lie. If you lie, you're going to mix up what you know. So be honest with your recruiter. Be honest with the people at Meps. Just be honest, okay? If you're honest, you're going to go through just fine. They might tell you you need a waiver for this, and then if that's the case, you may get the waiver, you may not. But other than that, those are the ways that you could fail Meps. So, again, if you take anything away from this video, don't do those things. Don't lie, don't be disrespectful, don't refuse to do a test, don't fail a test, don't forget your papers, and tell your recruiter before you tell the Meps people. So other than that, have a great day, you guys. I will come back with another video later on next week. So enjoy. Have a great day, you guys. Hey guys. One more thing is there's going to be a lot of signs everywhere you go in Meps that say if you lie you have to pay so much money and that you could go to jail. Those are just scare tactics. Don't let it affect you. Don't be scared. Your recruiter should tell you the same thing. At least mine did. Don't be scared. Don't freak yourself out. It's just a scare tactic.